What is up, fellow troubadours? If you've been thinking about learning a fingerstyle song, but felt like everything out there is either way too complex or way too old school, this one is going to hit just right. We're going to be friends. Well, not you and I. We're already friends, I hope. I'm talking about the song by the White Stripes. It's one of those rare songs that's both easy to play and cool enough to still connect with younger crowds. You might actually recognize it from that Apple iPod commercial back in the day, or from the film Napoleon Dynamite. Honestly, this could be your very first fingerstyle song, and I wouldn't be mad at that. I mean, you only need 2 fingers on the right hand to play it. Just like Sonny from A Bronx Tale, who had 5 fingers, but he only used 3. Or was that Django Reinhardt? Well, you get the point, and we only need 2 fingers to play this song. Maybe it's just my Generation Xness taking over right now, but I really think that this song is going to be a great addition to your repertoire. Anyways, let's get started showing you how to play it. But before we do, please smash that like and subscribe to this channel for more content like this. And if you'd like to further support this channel, you could of course leave me a super thanks, check out the links in the description to buy me a coffee, join the Patreon, or browse my Amazon affiliate links. And if you want a one-on-one lesson or consultation, send me an email. Links are also in the description. Alright, let's get started. So first I want to acknowledge before we even start that there are inconsistencies, okay, with the way this is played on the record. Like this, sometimes the pattern changes just a little bit and there seems to be no rhyme or reason to it. So I'm just going to show you the basic way that it happens most of the time, and when you listen to the record you'll hear the variations and you could try to mimic exactly how it's being played on the record, but it's not 100% consistent. And I'll point this out as we move through the song, some of these little variances that happen. Okay? Our basic chords for the intro, verse, and chorus is going to be a G chord, a C chord, a D chord, and then sort of a C add 9 as we get back to the G chord. Let me show you the picking pattern. This is what I was talking about when I said you only need 2 fingers. So let's just say for the G chord, I mean you could finger the whole thing, but you don't really need to. You kind of just finger it like this. Our thumb is going to take the low G, and our thumb is just going to be playing quarter notes through the whole song. And our first finger, we're going to pivot between the G string and the B string. And it sort of has this like upbeat feel to it. Like, in other words, the B comes kind of on the upbeat. This song starts with this intro where it's G, 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 B, then it kind of gets rolling. So, and it's on the move. Okay. Fall is here, hear the yell, back to school, ring the bell. To the C. When we finger the C chord, thumb plays the root note on the A string, the C chord, the C note. And then our first finger pivots between the B string and the G string. Okay, so fall is here, hear the yell, back to school, ring the bell, brand new shoes and walking blues. When we transition between, we're going to take our hands off the C note and play the open B. So that's what I said, that open B on the G chord kind of comes in on the and. So hear the yell, back to school, ring the bell, brand new shoes and walking blues, climb the fence, books and pens. Okay, one more time. Fall is here, hear the yell, back to school, ring the bell. C, walking blues, open B. I can tell to the D chord. Now our thumb is going to play the D string, and we're going to pivot with our first finger between the E string and the B string. Okay? Now, when we play the high note, it's okay if our finger sweeps through the whole chord. I can tell that C at 9, we are gonna be friends. I can tell that we are gonna be friends. Now that time when he comes back to we are gonna be friends, he starts with the B note. Sometimes when he comes back to we are gonna be friends, he starts with the G note. So in the first chorus he goes, I can tell we are gonna be friends. I can tell that we are gonna be friends. Kind of does it on the first two choruses, he does it that way. So on the first we are gonna be friends, he plays it with the B string first, and then on the second one he plays it like the beginning of the pattern, like in the intro where it's G, G. So listen again. I can tell that we are gonna be friends. I can tell that we are gonna be friends. Second verse. Walk with me, Susie Lee, through the park, by the tree. We will rest upon the ground. Open B, look at all the bugs we found. Safely walk to school without a sound. Safely walk to school without a sound. Okay? Now, I'll get into the bridge section. But keep in mind, sometimes when we get to the we clean up and now it's time to learn, that part, he'll finger the G chord like this. He'll keep his third finger on the D note on the 3rd fret. So now it sounds like this. You don't have that open B anymore. But then sometimes he'll put the open B back in. So it would be we clean up and now it's time to learn. We clean up and now it's time to learn. Then he'll switch back to the open B. So that's where the inconsistencies lie. But you could play with it yourself. Switch it up different ways. Listen to the record. Try to imitate exactly what he does, just as an exercise, you know. And then you'll play it the way you want to. So we clean up and now it's time to learn. We clean. I'm just switching it up. It's time to learn. Okay. Bridge. We don't notice. Regular old C chord. We don't notice any time pass. We don't notice anything. So it's C to G. Right? We sit side by side. A chord. Again, that same. You can either just play the root with your. Obviously, we're going to play the root with our thumb, but you could do this pivot back and forth again between the B string and the G string, or you could just listen to the record, pick out exactly what it's doing. Okay, so we don't notice any time pass. We don't notice anything. We sit side by side in every class. Back to C. Teacher thinks that I sound funny to D, but she likes the way you sing. And I'll dream while in my bed. And I believe on that one, I think he's on this fingering of the G chord with the D note. But this is a great song. You just get this feeling in your fingers, and you can almost do no wrong. It's a lot of fun to play. Bridge C. We don't notice any time pass. We don't notice anything. A. Side by side in every class. C. Teacher thinks that I sound funny. D. She likes the way you sing. And I don't dream while in my bed. Silly thoughts through my head about the bugs, alphabet. When I wake tomorrow, I'll bet you and I will walk together again. I can tell that we are gonna be friends. And on the very last, I can tell that we are gonna be friends. you'll hear like a high E note ringing out. I can tell that we are gonna be friends. I don't know if he's doing it like that, just like picking the note out or strumming it down, but you'll hear that ringing out on top. So if you want to, get real picky with it, you can make sure that that note rings out. Another note, don't rush this song. Back to school. It's laid back, but because it's got this repetitive pattern, I find for myself I tend to rush it forward. I don't know why. Maybe I drink too much coffee as I bang into the table. Be mine, will you? Can you read that? I hope you can. Anyway, this has been a really short, concise video on We're Going to Be Friends by the White Stripes. A great fingerstyle song. A very user-friendly song. A song that young people know. It's hip. Everybody knows the song. It's done me very, very well. And I think you would be best to add it to your solo acoustic gigs. If you want to learn another really cool, hip fingerstyle song, check out the video after this one. It's Hey There Delilah, another really, really great song to add to your fingerstyle. Please like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. I'm Frank Persico. I'll see you in the next video. Take care.